Getting an award of this nature is a serious accolade. It is an accolade that is matched in many other parts of the world, and particularly in the Commonwealth. But it is a special event. It is an event that recognises determination, commitment, perseverance, compassion, and also that contribution to our society, which is very special.
Our Royal Honours system is steeped in history and tradition. From 1848 to 1975, we were part of the British-based system. A highlight of the 1953-54 Royal Tour of New Zealand was an investiture ceremony conducted by a young Queen Elizabeth.
It's a gala day for the capital. At the Town Hall, the Queen honours 130 North Islanders. First, the Chief Justice, the Honourable Harold Barraclough, for services to law and public bodies. He rises Sir Harold Barraclough. The former commander of the New Zealand 3rd Division in the Pacific Theatre of War, equally distinguished in civil life, receives insignia of a Knight Commander of the Order of St. Michael and St. George. Until the present royal tour, these ceremonies had never before been filmed. 2,000 guests look on as Mr. Bruce Levy of Palmerston North, who has done as much as anyone in the world to make 2 blades of grass grow where one grew before, receives the accolade of knighthood. Sir Bruce Levy.
The awards nowadays are presented at either Government House Wellington or the Governor-General's Auckland residence for those receiving accolades in the Upper North Island. A fully Indigenous honours system was adopted in 1996 when the New Zealand Order of Merit was introduced.
Participating in the investiture ceremonies, as I do, is the singular most important event that I run as a Governor-General on behalf of Her Majesty. It is important because I am able, on behalf of all New Zealanders, to both recognise but also thank extraordinary New Zealanders, outstanding New Zealanders, for what they have done to make our society a better society.
Our highest award is still the Victoria Cross, awarded recently to Corporal Willie Apiata for extreme bravery under fire rescuing a wounded comrade in Afghanistan. The Order of New Zealand comes next, with its ordinary membership restricted to just 20 living persons. Then the New Zealand Order of Merit, which has 5 levels, with men in the top 2 levels called Sir. Dames and Knights Grand Companions, Dames and Knights Companions, Companions, Officers and Members. And the Queen's Service Order and Queen's Service Medal, designed to recognise community and public service. New Zealand's honours system also includes a series of gallantry and bravery awards.
I think it is important that we acknowledge and celebrate the people in our society that do make a contribution, that do show that there is something special about helping others, because that's what most people are recognised for, whether that's in a singular act or in a series of commitments to the society that we live in. I think it's really important.
The awards are presented by Her Majesty's representative in New Zealand, His Excellency the Governor-General.
Ngā mana, ngā reo, ngā iwi o ngā hau e whā, tēnei aku mihi mahana ki a koutou, kia ora tātou katoa. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I extend warm greetings to you all. I specifically acknowledge the Honourable Dr. Jonathan Coleman, Minister of the Crown. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure for Janine and me to welcome you all here this afternoon for this investiture ceremony. What makes today special is that this is an occasion on which all of us can acknowledge the significant contributions of a group of individuals who've enriched our country in a variety of ways. As Governor-General, I have the authority and the privilege, on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen of New Zealand, to hold an investiture ceremony for her and to confer the honours that each of the recipients is entitled. Those being recognised today have rendered outstanding service to New Zealand, to the people of New Zealand and to the Crown. And it is appropriate that they're recognised in this way. Ladies and gentlemen, after each recipient has been honoured, I invite you to join with me in acknowledging, thanking and congratulating them for their outstanding service. Without further ado, Mr. Hewitt Humphrey will summons each of the recipients by name and read a citation for each person.
Your Excellency, to receive the Queen's Service Medal, Mr. Pabu Kanji of Auckland for services to cricket and the Indian community. Mr. Pabu Kanji has been involved in the Auckland Indian community since the early 1960s. He's been a member of the Auckland Indian Association since 1960 and has served as Treasurer. He's a life member of the New Zealand Indian Central Association, where he was an auditor and conference delegate during the 1970s and 1980s. He's been involved in the Auckland Indian Sports Club since the early 1960s, has served as Treasurer and is a life member. He's also been associated with the Auckland Cricket Association since 1970 in a range of roles. He was Vice President from 1988 to 2007 and is currently Vice Patron. Mr. Kanji was part of the development team for the Bharatiya Mandir Indian Temple from 1986 until the temple was built in 1993. He served as Treasurer for the temple and is a current trustee. Your Excellency, the investiture is concluded.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, an investiture ceremony is the singular most important event that I hold on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen of New Zealand. It's important because I'm able, as the Governor-General, and on behalf of all New Zealanders, to recognise and thank an extraordinary group of people for what they've done to make ours a better society. It is important that we acknowledge and celebrate the people who do make a contribution. People that show there are some things about being able to help others which is worthy, whether that's in a singular act or through a series of commitments. Receiving an award of this nature is a serious accolade. It recognises the determination, commitment, perseverance, compassion and contribution to our society that each individual has made. To you, the recipients, we have all been privileged to hear your stories. You have set fine examples which inspire, encourage, motivate others to do the same. In your own way, each of you has promoted something that is important to New Zealanders. With that said, the words of the great statesman and humanitarian Nelson Mandela seem appropriate to quote, to sum up your qualities, your stories and your contributions, when he said, "What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead." Your resolute character and commitment has brought us together today. Your contribution has enriched the cultural, social and economic fabric of Aotearoa, New Zealand. On behalf of the Queen of New Zealand and all New Zealanders, I congratulate you on your achievements. Kia ora hui hui tātou katoa. Again, greetings to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to stand and join with me in singing a national anthem in Māori and in English. Gentlemen, thank you for that. I now invite you to join with us in congratulating again, in a collective sense, the recipients who have been honoured today, and then to join us for some hospitality outside.